Hi, welcome to SPR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to Mike Brenner, and this is the final NBA odds couple show of the entire season. Mike Brenner, you ended it on a high note.
No, not I. We.
Yeah.
You hit 6 out of 7, Pistol Peter. You kidding me?
Absolutely, but my picks were totals, which are minus 110s. You actually called for the Cavs outright win, which was a pretty substantial underdog. So you ended it on a very, very impressive. They were plus 170 to win that game.
Plus 175 actually is what it ended up.
That's what you absolutely called it in the last game. So Mike Brenner, you ended it on the note that you hit many times during the season. What final words do you have for any of our season-long fans here?
No, just thank you guys for a great NBA season, and I can't wait to get football going. But, just looking back, it's been a great year. We picked some really good spots. We cashed tickets, and in the end, we kicked that bookie's ass and finished over 70% for the playoffs. So very proud of that. And Pistol Pete, you just picked it up and absolutely kicked some ass yourself. So with that being said, it was a great game. It was the best game I've ever seen in my life as a fan. I loved it, and I really felt the analysis, our breakdown came to fruition. I just really thought it was a mental edge. Steph Curry was not only outplayed by LeBron, but Irving outplayed him as well. And when he swatted that ball in the second quarter, I knew right then that game was over. He got into his head once again, and there was no coming back from that, buddy. My hat's off. And you know what? That fat bastard Charles Barkley, he said, LeBron's still not even close to being one of the top 5 players. You're just fat and you're jealous and you're mad because you never won a title, you bastard. Well, with that being said, I had to get that out. That was my last rant. I couldn't believe that. Any thoughts for you and what you thought of the game?
No, I'm very proud that I nailed the unders on that. I went on the first half under big, and I'm very happy that I nailed that total. Let's go to Jordan Sharp.
Well, before we do that, we got to go to Costa S, one of our viewers that said that Pete and Brenner, you guys suck and you prove it. You're all over Cleveland. Well, guess what? You better go bag groceries and get your second job there, Costa S, because you're going to need to pay that bookie once again, son. Damn, get on the same side with us.
Yeah, I think that your main factor of fatigue for Golden State turned out to be accurate. That also played into the under. Jordan Sharp, any last words? Thanks for joining us once again on our final show for the 2016 season. Any final words for our longtime viewers here?
Talk to us, big man.
Stop talking about LeBron James' legacy. Maybe that's the best thing to say after last night. The guy is pretty much cemented the fact that he's one of the greatest players of all time after that comeback, and you could see it in the emotion on his face that Ty Lue and everybody else after that game. I mean, just the Cleveland Cavaliers are forced to be reckoned with, and maybe we'll talk about next season maybe a little bit, but this year they proved to be that offense can catch up with that defense, and that defense certainly showed up, holding the Warriors to only 13 points in the fourth quarter of that Game 7 on the road.
Wow, that was amazing. There's one stat, Jordan. LeBron led. He was the leading in every single stat category. He was number 1. And also, I look back the last year. He should have been MVP last year. His numbers were outrageous. But obviously, when you lose the title, you're not going to get it. But to all those haters, you know what? He just showed up. He did what he did, and he did it quietly and historic value. This was the greatest comeback in NBA history. It was a great game. You can't fix that destiny, Pete.
Yep, that's true. All right, Jordan, any final words for our fans?
Yeah, this season, you have to look at, I think you start looking at future odds for next year. Cleveland might not be the favorite depending on what happens here in the draft and free agency. No offseason in the NBA, folks. Draft's coming up in just a couple of days. Free agency starts in about 10 days. It's going to be a wild NBA offseason. I'm sure we will be back to talk about much of it here later this offseason, so stay tuned for that.
And we appreciate all your input, Jordan. We look forward to working with you again. Thanks for everything, big man. And let's just keep cashing tickets and go Cavaliers, baby!
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.